Oh, I got to turn my mic on. Oh, there we go. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. On this 01.05.2026, current time is 05:52 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York, the Southern Tier. Rumble Studios. Good morning. Oh, wait, where's that coming from? Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Do I have a 01.05.2026? Current time is 05:52 a.m. Eastern Time. Oh, I'm getting feedback. In upstate New York, Southern Tier. Current time is 05:52 a.m. Eastern Time. Oh, I'm getting feedback. Upstate New York, Southern Tier. Okay, are we good? Are we good? Let's see. I know there's a reason why I started early. 05:52 a.m. Oh, I'm getting feedback. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we good? Are we good? Let's see. I know there's a reason why I started early. Oh, I'm getting feedback. Where am I getting the feedback? 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we good? Are we good? All right, we got to work this out here. We're live. Let's just see where this is coming from. Let's see. Let me go to settings. Oh, I'm getting feedback. Where's the feedback coming from? Where am I getting the feedback? 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we good? Are we good? All right, we got to work this out here. We're live. Let's just see where this is coming from. Let's see. How's that? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm getting feedback. Where's the feedback coming from? Where am I getting the feedback? Are we good? Are we good? All right, we got to work this out here. We're live. Let's just see where this is coming from. Let's see. How's that? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the feedback coming from? Let's disable. Are we good? Are we good? All right, we got to work this out here. We're live. Let's just see where this is coming from. Let's see. How's that? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. That's muted. Let's disable. Good. All right, we got to work this out here. We're live. Let's just see where this is coming from. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me shut down the client. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're on the phone now. So test. Huh. Let's see, testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. I'm listening to it somewhere. So testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's see if that works. Settings studio. Good morning, Tina. Good morning. 1, 2, 3. You are here. Yes, I am here. We are early. I'm testing out my audio here. It's been a while. But Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich here on the Rumble, broadcasting out to 4. Testing 1, 2, 3. See, I'm getting feedback somewhere. Testing. I'm not sure where I'm getting feedback from. Let's see if that works. Okay, let me check the settings again. Good morning, Tina. Good morning. You are here. Yes, I am here. We are early. I'm testing out my audio here. It's been a while. But Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich here on the Rumble, broadcasting out to 4. Testing 1, 2, 3. See, I'm getting feedback somewhere. Testing. Not sure where I'm getting feedback from. Let's see if that works. Okay, let me check. There's two. Yeah, I got two cameras up. You are here. Yes, I am here. Yeah, we got two cameras up. Now there's one. I'm checking. I'm just sorting out this audio. I got something playing in the background or something like that. So I'm not sure where it's coming from. See, I'm getting feedback somewhere. Not sure where I'm getting feedback from. Let's see if that works. Okay, there's two. Yeah, I got two cameras up. Yeah, we got two cameras up. Now there's one. I'm checking. I'm just. I got something playing in the background. Oh, let's see. Like where's this coming from? Where it's coming from? Okay, where is testing 1, 2, 3? Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think I found the leak. Let me see. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. What is this one from? Oh, I'm just wondering if it came from the microphone. Let me. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I think we found our source. We found our source of the leakage. Okay, how you doing? Good morning, Tina. And we're sorting this out, and it's still early. It's top of the hour, 6:01 a.m. Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich here on Rumble, using Rumble Studios, and I don't know how that was like an open mic right there. So let me just sort out my audio here real quick. Let's go to the desktop. I need the desktop. So we'll apply that. I don't know. That was strange. Okay, that was plugged into the tablet. And the tablet, let's see, let's put that right there. We go live. I don't know why that. Huh. That was acting as a microphone. Okay, let's restart that on the YouTube. And I'm coming back after a 2 week stance here. Let's see. We got that. It's applied. We're okay. Let me check. Let me check something on our. Oh, I forgot to put up my news pages here. So, but we're back. We're back after 2 weeks here. Rich Roberts, that fireman Rich, and Tina's laughing. She said, "What the hell is this bonehead doing?" Good morning, Tina. Yes, we're back doing the Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning coffee. And why isn't this YouTube coming up here? Let's see. Let's go. Let's do this all over again here. Get rid of that. And we'll bring up the YouTube again. I missed you, but wanted you on. Yeah, I saw that you're following me on Rumble now, and I saw your comment yesterday. So thank you very much. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope everybody had a good holidays and Merry Christmas, belated Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and Happy Holidays there. And we had a good 2 weeks off. I needed it. Just to recharge my batteries and stuff like that. It's good to be back. We did broadcast this weekend. We came back on this past weekend, and we did Hello America, a Rumble only product, and I wanted to start off with that. And we have some changes, as you can see. I'm only on 4 channels for this year now. I'm starting this year off. Those are my 4 primary channels that I'm going to. The same that I'm broadcasting. Well, for the most part, we did a live stream yesterday, gaming of. That was a little wacky as far as starting out live streaming, but we broadcast Lord of the Rings Online, which we hadn't done any game broadcasting for like a couple months. So we were. Yesterday was the last day for the Winterfest on Lord of the Rings Online, an online game that I love playing and been playing. And oh, by the way, I do have the morning coffee for this hashtag positive start to the day, hashtag PSTTD, despite the audio issues there and stuff. I'm sorting this out because it's almost like I started restreaming or started live streaming on Saturday, and everything's sort of new a little bit, trying to get back to the sequence. But we'll get to it. But we're only broadcasting to Rumble, Locals, Twitch, and YouTube, and Facebook and X. When I go live stream and the live stream is up after 30 days or something, like 2 weeks, 30 days, the picture that's there, it just becomes a link on X, and then over on Facebook they delete it. So I'm thinking, why am I even broadcasting there? So the people that are on those two, if you came here by the hot link that I posted over on those platforms, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just put the Rumble hot link because I am a very pro Rumble user. I like using Rumble. I'm using Rumble Studios right now, and I use the Rumble live streaming client extensively. And are we back up on the big screen? Yeah, we're back up on the big screen. So we're back, and we're a little shaky on, but we got our feet settled here. As I get my, let me get my web pages up here. I forgot to post this up. I started early. I'm going to try and get up a little bit earlier. That's, I don't know if you want to say I have a New Year's resolution. That's the bit as far as that goes. I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions, but that's the thing I want to try and do. And we started at quarter of, but we had some issues here where if we do have issues, I can sort them out, and that's always good. And but it's good to be back live streaming here. Like I said, we did a little live streaming over the weekend, and we had fun doing that. I'm just bringing up my web pages here, folks, so just hang with me for a minute. I forgot to bring these up in the background. Let's see, we got that one, and then that one. Oh, that one didn't want to come up. How come? We'll just get the link. Okay. So, but it's good to be back. We are broadcasting. We are recording the audio to be repurposed over there on Spotify at Fireman Rich on Spotify at Fireman Rich on Spotify, and we forgot we were doing Hello America on Saturday, which I had fun doing. We were talking. That's where I do all my political talking is over there on Rumble. So you can check it out. Fireman Rich broadcast at Fireman Rich over here on Rumble, and I'm going to be more presenting Rumble as far as that goes. And like I said, these channels, we have a network of 4 channels now. And I think it's a little bit more simplistic to start out here for the new year. I may add 1 or 2 and stuff like that, depending on how I feel. But I think for the most part, I don't think I'm losing anything not broadcasting. I showed capability. I can go ahead and broadcast on those channels, but it's good to streamline a little bit, and it makes more for a more quality, simplistic, if as much as you could tell by the beginning of this broadcast with the audio issues, but that's expected as far as that goes. And let me double check because okay. We have audio. I hear audio in my earbuds. So, but that was interesting as far as the getting the feedback because it was plugged into the tablet, and the tablet is on YouTube. I can see the comments on YouTube, and the other comments come in here on Rumble, as far as that goes. Twitch and Rumble and Locals. We have 1 person on Locals. We've always had 1 person on Locals. So and Locals is associated with Rumble. So I decided to carry that channel live streaming for the year 2026 on the Monday, Wednesday, Friday broadcast. And but it feels good to get back here for this hashtag positive start today, hashtag PSDTD, and get back into the swing of it. We had fun, like I said, Saturday doing Hello America. I'll be doing that maybe once a week or once every other week or what. But we talked about we had breaking news when we were just going ready to go live about the activities that took place down there in Venezuela. So Venezuela is moving in a right direction as far as they're going through some changes there, and because the illegitimate president there, Maduro, he was captured just like they did in Panama. The guy was not recognized by the United States government as and also other countries for many years. There was even a $50 or $50 million bounty under the Biden-Harris administration. So they're all in a squawk and stuff like that. No, they need to get them out there. Venezuelans are praising this. They may not agree. There's Venezuelans here that are Democrats that I've seen over the weekend in the news that they don't really agree with President Trump, but they're glad that Maduro is out, and he landed here in New York at Stewart Air Force Base, which is down there outside West Point. I have family down there, and let's see. Hey, Bobby Shadow, let's get ready to rumble from California. You're up early, my friend. One of the old HAPS people there. Good morning, Bobby Shadow. Good to have you. Happy New Year. And Tina says you were just reading that on the 1440. Yeah, there's articles there as far as that goes. And let's see. I heard he's. Oh yeah, I saw the memes. The memes are flying and stuff. But I'm not going to get too political here and stuff. But I did talk about it on Hello America. Check out the Rumble article or the live stream that I did Saturday. Hello America. I talk about that. I talk about that loser of a governor out in Minnesota. What's going on out there with the scams, the daycare scams and stuff like that. That's just the tip of the iceberg, it seems. So I get a little bit more elaborate in that program and stuff like that. And Tina's saying good morning to Bobby Shadow. Bobby Shadow, I've known for, the Blab days. I know Bobby Shadow since the Blab days. So good to have you here on Blab, or Jeez. Good to have you here on the Rumble. And Bobby Shadow saying good morning to Tina. And you need to check out the Rumble, Bobby. It's for me. It's great. This is like being back on Blab, and then was after that we all went to what Periscope was coming up, and people were on Periscope, and then Haps. But Bobby Shadow is a longtime friend, online friend there. I greatly appreciate it, and I am enjoying your social media feeds there. You're doing it good, and you have Rumble. Yeah, add me. One of the things I found out yesterday when I was live streaming. See, I'm monetized, Bobby, on Rumble, and which doesn't mean much, but I get a few pennies, just like on Twitch. And they have this thing that's called a RAC, read ad campaign, where if I have more than 10 people up here on the Rumble. It's Rumble only. Like right now, I only have 3. But yesterday, when I was live streaming the gaming, I got up to like 13, 14 people, and we did a couple read ad campaigns, and they got various subjects that you read for 3 minutes, and I made an extra 35 cents just reading it. I have fun reading them. So I appreciate Rumble having that aspect. That's something you don't see on the other, Twitch. I'm on Twitch, monetized on Twitch. The commercials are down to a minimum, but I am monetized. And, if you don't want to watch the commercials, that's why I have YouTube. You can go to my YouTube channel at Richard M. Roberts, or else on the here on. I think there's a couple commercials when you first start up, and Bobby Shadow says, good, cool, always nice to see you. Yeah, good hearing you. You do the pop-ins. You're a favorite pop-in type of guy there, as far as I've seen you on other live streams and stuff like that. But we are getting started here, and just like I would figure, we got the cleanup on aisle 6 over on the Twitch side, and I love that's the thing I like about Twitch is it has the auto monitoring, and so we just do a couple clicks here, and this person is gone. And that's one of the things. If you're watching this, I do not allow links, or I do not advertise other channels that I don't know about or haven't followed or whatever. So don't send me requests. It just does not work and stuff like that. And yeah, you have a good New Year too, Bobby Shadow. The best to your family as always, and always good to see you as far as that goes. So, but we're getting our day started here, and currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, we have a temperature of 27 degrees Fahrenheit. 27 degrees Fahrenheit, which equates to -2. It's been cold here. It's going to be warming up tomorrow, and the next. Well, just starting tomorrow for the next 3 days, it's going to be in the 40s. So that's going to be a heat wave here. We've been primarily in the 20s and 30s. We've been getting a dusting of snow. And let's see. Same to you, sir. Have a great show. Yeah, thank you, Bobby. Thank you. You're always welcome. I got to have you up one of these times and stuff. I'm thinking about doing a Friday night Haps reunion. Let's get all the Haps and Blab people up here and stuff like that. Or maybe on a Saturday night. Just crank it up for a couple hours and just shoot the proverbial crap there as far as what everybody's doing and stuff. So, but good to see you, Bobby. But let's see, -2 degrees, 2.7 degrees Celsius. And sounds good. Yes, it does sound good. Sounds very good. Check out Rumble, my friend. You're the one that always like at the peak. You're doing all these apps, like what's the one that our good friend Tony D is always on? Oh, Cantina. I'm not even touching Cantina with a 10-foot or a 1-foot pole or a 100-foot pole. They say that's worse than Tony likes being over there because he's a favorite to everybody, but I know I'd have problems with people over there. That's why I like Rumble. Rumble is great. Rumble is fantastic, folks. I can't speak enough highly about Rumble. But our current temperature, 27. It's been cold here in the southern tier of upstate New York. If you're the first time viewer, but most of the people realize I'm in southern tier of upstate New York, between Binghamton, New York, and Elmira, and in the county, in Tioga County. That's where I live and reside. And It's been cold. It's been cold here as far as that goes, and we're in winter, of course, but ice cold. We never. I think it's been like a good 14 years since we had this. It's been this cold this early and stuff like that. Let's see. We're going to have cloudy skies with snow showers possibly. We had some dusting of snow. One of the things I've been doing, when you get that light dusting of snow, you can't shovel it. You got to use a whisk broom and stuff like that. Well, the last couple of weeks I've been using the leaf blower. I got this leaf blower. It's a Craftsman. It's a battery operated. I get about 20 minutes. I just leaf blow the snow away. That's just a very light fine coating. It just blows away. It's so effective. And then I recharge the battery and I do part of the driveway there that gets the snow away from the shadow part. To where it gets iced up, it doesn't get any sun. But we're going to have supposedly some snow showers, mainly due this morning. It's still dark out, as you can see there. So high of 31. So that's actually warm. That's when you get up in the 30s now. Over the last several weeks, it's been very cold. Winds south out of the south at 10 to 15 miles an hour. So that you could say that 31 is going to feel like. It's going to feel like it's in the mid 20s, I guess, with the wind chill factor. Sun rose this morning, or will be rising this morning at 7:34, which is another hour and 15 minutes, I guess. An hour and 15 minutes. 7:34 a.m. The sun will be rising, and the sun will be setting at 4:49 p.m. We're under 5. It's before 5 o'clock. Well, actually, that's longer. You was getting at 4:30, wasn't it? Yeah, we're gaining because once we hit the first day of winter, we start gaining sunlight. So, sun will be rising or setting at 4:49 p.m. here in the southern tier of upstate New York. Our world times and temperatures as we speak, starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 1:19 a.m. Cloudy skies in Honolulu, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona at 4:19 a.m. Cloudy skies with a little clearing, 54 degrees Fahrenheit in Phoenix this morning. Chicago, Illinois, the Windy City, they're a warm 34 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies. In New York City at 6:20 a.m. It's 6:20 a.m. here in the southern tier of upstate New York. Clear skies down in the city, 28 degrees Fahrenheit. And Tina is letting us know down there in New Jersey, central New Jersey, 38 degrees today for the high. That sounds like a good high. Hopefully you don't get that much wind because the wind chill factor will automatically take, if winds are like more than 10 miles an hour, you can subtract 5 degrees from your temperature there. But 38 for the high down there in central Jersey, 28 for the low. And thank you, Tina, for that weather update for your neck of the woods there. Let's see, across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean to London, UK at 11:21 a.m. Sunny and clear in London, 34 degrees Fahrenheit in London. And Tina says on the wind, let's see. Oh, the wind has been crazy. Yeah, hasn't it? It has. Hey, good morning to Liberty. Up there in the Niagara Buffalo area. Good morning, Liberty. Liberty says good morning to the missus. Yeah, and Tina says good morning also. So the missus is up. She says good morning. Love the flags, but love the snowmen, Liberty. That is pretty cool. That is good. And Tina saying good morning to Liberty, coming in from the Niagara Buffalo. She was with us Saturday on the Hello America, the Rumble only broadcast there. Just thank you for being here, being part of the conversation there, Liberty. I still laughing at WTF category. And thank you, Tina. Thank you. I say good morning for you. Thank you very much. Yeah, we had fun. Liberty was in the chat there for the, I think we were on for about an hour and a half Saturday. So we had fun with that as far as talking about that nut job of a governor out in Minnesota. I thought the one in Michigan used to be worse. This guy is bad. And I can say that I guess I talked about the thing because Minnesota is my birth state. So, and Liberty is saying good morning to Tina and Twitchers. Yeah, you can see, Tina, I cut it down. We're no longer, I'm not going to be using the Facebook or X. I'm just sticking strictly to these platforms. This platform of a network of 4 now, although we can go to 7. We had a couple people from Kick, but that's okay. I'm going with the 4, the ones that really work for me. As far as I've been, the 2 weeks I took off, I've been looking over. I keep notes in this of my broadcasts. I've been doing this for years. It's always good to take down notes and stuff. And I looked at the stats and it actually was more work bringing in, setting up for X Live and Facebook Live, and they don't really return anything like Rumble does and Twitch does. YouTube has always been good, so it's a solid place to archive. So and locals, they're part of Rumble, or they're associated with Rumble, and I anything associated with Rumble I like. So, but we're glad to have you here, and as far as that goes, and and if anything, the people from X, they have the link that's over there. They can come here to Rumble and watch. And the people on Facebook, I put the link on the Facebook, the real Fireman Rich on the Facebook and such. So continue with our world times and temperatures. We left off in London, in Milan, Italia, 12:24 p.m. Mangia. It's lunchtime in Milan at 12:24 p.m. currently there. 12:24 p.m. It's lunchtime. Sunny and clear in Milan, a beautiful city, 39 degrees Fahrenheit. And over the weekend, I think it was Saturday morning, me and the missus went to breakfast at the River Rock after I got done with Hello America. And the owner there, I think her family, she said her mother, I guess she's the owner's wife. We were talking to her. She's from Romania. And her mother came over to visit. And and her daughter was working there too. So her young daughter was working, learning the waitressing thing there and stuff like that. I believe her husband's a cook. He cooks a good breakfast. Oh my God, when he's on the grill, you're getting a good breakfast. But she came. Her mother-in-law was like 80-some years old, came from Romania to visit, and she's visiting upstate New York, and she loves it. So I talked about Italy, and I think this past summer she was saying that her and her daughter, they went to Italy and they love northern. I said, I love northern Italy too. And I started talking about it, and she said, "Oh, you speak it. Your accent is so well when I talk about it." I said, "No, it's not." And she said, "Yeah, it is." It's like, "Oh, okay." But Italy's always the country of Italy is one of my favorite countries overseas. I had an opportunity of living there for 7 years to 20 years I was in the service. So I always like talking about Italia. So, but Milan, beautiful city. Continuing with the world times and temperatures, skipping over to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia at 7:25 p.m. It's raining in Kuala Lumpur, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Tokyo, Japan at 8:26 p.m. in their evening, clear but passing clouds in Tokyo, 46 degrees Fahrenheit. And down under on the great continent, great country, and great friend and ally to the United States, Australia is at 10:26 p.m. in their evening in Melbourne, Australia, 64 degrees Fahrenheit, clear skies with some passing clouds. And in Sydney to the east at 10:26 p.m., also in their evening, cloudy skies, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. We do have a thought for the day over there on Twitch, or over on Twitter or X. I posted, and it's from a gentleman, a great American professional boxer and activist, and that would be Muhammad Ali, who was a professional, an American professional boxer and activist, a global cultural icon, widely known for the nickname "the Greatest," and he was the greatest. And he was always a talk morning time before the start of school when I went to grade school and junior high. He is often regarded as the greatest heavyweight boxer of all time, and I say he is. passed away at the age of 74 degrees. And the Wandering Australia, we're just talking about Australia. And who wanders in? The Wandering Australia. Hey there, mate. How you doing? Good to have you here on the coming in on the Twitch side. Hey, you forgot Brisbane. Us Americans, us ignorant Americans, we would say, what the hell is Brisbane? Is that something you eat? But good to see you there, Wandering Australian. Happy New Year to you, mate, and everyone in the chat. Thank you very much. It's sort of a late night for you, and I get the main cities there and stuff like that. Tina's laughing after she said hello to Wandering Australian. Good to have you, my friend, our good friend from Australia, Wandering Australian. Love the people in Australia. I know if I hooked up with you, man, we'd be drinking the beers there in the bar there until the cows came home, or whatever, until the kangaroos came home. In that case, how was my holiday season? It was good. I took the 2 weeks off of live streaming, and I'm refreshed. I'm ready to go back, get back into the grind of it. I don't really consider it the fun of it. I missed it. I did miss it. It was nice for like the first 3 or 4 days, and then I just like, do I really? Yeah, I got to stick to my guns. So we had a nice, quiet holiday, Christmas and New Year's, and that's the way we like it. The family's doing good, and I hope your family is doing good over there, Wandering Australian and in Australia. And let's see, yeah, jumped on Twitch last night and was wondering where you were getting to. Oh, okay, yeah. I broadcast yesterday the gaming. I'm back doing the gaming. I want to get back into doing the gaming because my Twitch feed was empty. See, that's the thing about Twitch. Also, the videos only last for about 2-3 weeks, and then they so you gotta be live streaming to keep that in the rotation. But Twitch has been beneficial to me, so that's why I'm doing it. Unlike X is okay. I like X. Facebook is it's there, but I couldn't see the point of live stream. I was really looking at that, and it just came by every time I came to conclusions. Like, I really don't need to be broadcasting on it. Just put the hot link, because I want people to come to my Rumble page. If you come to my Twitch page or YouTube page, that's fine. That's great. But I'm more pro Rumble now. You're gonna be hearing me speaking more of Rumble. Okay, I want to promote Rumble, and it's been good to me over the last couple of years and stuff since I started live streaming from it, and I really enjoy being here. I mean, part of the live streaming experience is this right here, being on Rumble and being able to broadcast to other platforms and stuff. I know there's other platforms like Restream, StreamYard, and what's the one? Prism. But you got to pay for those. In most part, I've got 4 platforms on broadcast, a network of 4 now, but that's still more than what I would have to pay if I was on Restream or Prism or whatever. I'm doing it for free, and we thank Rumble that. And then Rumble's, I'm monetized a little bit, so that helps out. It's not as quick as Twitch, so that's why I like broadcasting on Twitch. They monetize you a little bit and stuff, so there's a little compensation there. You can get a little compensation. You throw it back into the broadcast and stuff, which I do. As far as we got 2 people on YouTube. Thank you very much. See, we get at least 2 people over on YouTube, which is good. We did get a lot of people on X, but there's nothing coming out of that would benefit me as a live streamer. X Live is, I think it's like Periscope, but people just don't want to go there. They go to other places, mostly Twitch. YouTube here on Rumble. Of course, there's people that go over on Kick. Kick is a good place, but I might add Kick. I'm thinking I might add Kick. We'll have a network of 5, so it's going to be an ongoing. But these are going to be the 4 main channels that I do broadcast here, and we have 5 people on Rumble. Thank you very much, Rumble rocks. What are you doing? Or is that the kitty cat? Oh, that's Bug. Bug is over there. Oh, okay, so let's see. We have our weather. Let's go to our National Day. Our National Day today for June 5th. We have National Keto Day. Nah. National Screenwriters Day. Nah. National, thank God it's Monday Day. That's a different one. I like that one. National Bird Day, like the birds. We're going to go with National Whipped Cream Day. What about whipped cream? I love whipped cream on pies and cakes. And I know Tina's probably she's got the sweet tooth as far as that goes. Wandering Australian said, "Hey, keep the noise down back there, kitty." Yeah, that's Bug. Yeah. And Tina says that's a good one. National today is hashtag whipped cream day. Let's see. Add a little extra something special to the dessert to celebrate on January 5th for National Whipped Cream Day. Not only does it add creaminess and a bit of pizzazz, but it also makes the difference between ho hum, berry, just barely okay. It's just a cookie, but celebrate the kind of a beverage or dessert. Whipped cream in a root beer float. Oh my God, that's to die for. The holidays fall on what's this? Ready Whip founder Aaron Bunny Lepin's birthday, I guess. Ready Whip. Okay. January 5th. She lived from 1914 to 1999. Lippin invented Ready Whip. Remember, that's the instant Ready Whip from the box, I guess. And Tina's probably familiar with that. I remember my mom using that. And the holiday celebrates whipped cream contributions to desserts. Most often sweetened and flavored with vanilla, whipped cream dessert dressings dresses up desserts with other flavors too, with a hint of coffee or chocolate or a zing of orange or mint. Whipped cream adds a delightful to pies, cakes, and beverages. Of course, we call it by other names such as milk snow or snow cream, something like that. Yeah, and Tina says yes, agree. Whipped cream is great. And what's this? Yes, my dog loves it too. Wow, really? Don't give the dog too much. Don't give the dog too much of it. I mean, shot of whipped cream in my coffee, that would be good. I had honey in my coffee yesterday. I think we're still drinking Death Wish. Are we still drinking Death Wish? Oh, okay. We ran out of Death Wish, so we had a let's see. Liberty says nothing like real whipped cream in a can. Just open and say, fill your mouth. Yeah, exactly. Liberty. That's good. Dog thinks it's human. Yeah. Well, no, dogs just love eating stuff. They just love it. He gets a squirt. Okay, that's his little treat. Okay, it's always good to give the pet a little treat. Okay, let's see here. So there's our National Day. One of the things I'll be doing as far as returning here to the live stream is I do on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. We will be doing the Fireman Rich audio podcast at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify. Check out my Spotify. I forgot to do the audio for this past Saturday's Hello America, because Hello America, I do record it. I am recording this right now. I use Audacity and I repurpose the audio of the live stream broadcast Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over there on Spotify. So I do like doing the audio. That's always fun. But we are doing the audio podcast this Thursday or tomorrow, which is Tuesday, and then this Thursday. Next Tuesday, the 13th, we'll be doing the Mixcloud. Every 2 weeks, we do the Mixcloud broadcast. So there we have that as far as that goes. So let's see. Our next thing on the docket is what is it? 100 years ago. We haven't done that in a while, so let's see what we have for 100 years. I got the full disclosure, the web pages, the news web pages I present here on the Monday Morning Coffee. I have no affiliation with, and who did this? Wahoo! The Wandering Australia. Yeah, you're in time for 100 years. We're gonna get this in for you. It's late over there. And your favorite segment. Yeah, this is always good. It's always good. Let me bring this up here. It's over on Fox 40, which is the local Fox affiliate here in the southern tier of upstate New York, in Vestal, New York. And Tina's laughing at that. That's everybody likes Roger. What's his name? Roger. I can't. His first name's Rogers. I can't remember. I wish our local news did this. Yeah, just suggest it. If you know anybody at the local network, just get a couple links there. It's Fox 40 in Vestal, New York. Roger Luther, that's his last name, Luther. Yeah, he's the historian for Broome County, New York. And let's see, Wandering Australian says, I might start a On This Day 100 Years Ago on YouTube for my local. Oh, that'd be a good idea. Yeah, just gather. You just go to the library. You can get a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, that's a good idea. A good add-on to the because history is always interesting, folks. History is always interesting. Let's move that over there. We don't need that there. We can put that there. Okay, let me bring up Roger here. Let's see, 100 years ago. And this is going to be as of the 5th. Do we have it for the 5th? No, we have. Oh, they go back to the 2nd. Oh, today's Monday. That's right. Duh. I'm thinking today's Wednesday. I'm already getting ahead of myself. Let's see. This is yep, there she is. She's back. Our young lady. And yeah, we're gonna be doing that. Just a minute. Let me get it set up here. Okay, she's in rear for us. She's ready to go. Let me I bring this up. Let me bring this up here. Real good. Let's see, 100 years ago. And yep, we're getting there. Just a minute. Okay, let me okay, we got that there. And this is 100 years ago as of last Friday, folks. Okay, let me go ahead and drop the ticker tape here. Bring it up and present. And we got 100 years ago. And there we are. It seems like eons since we played this. So let's go ahead and play this and get this going here. Here it is. 100 years ago as of last Friday, January 2nd. What was going on here in the southern tier of upstate New York? Let's see.
And tonight we continue our segment on sharing some of Broome County's past. Delivering that news for us now is Broome County historian Roger Luther, brought to you by UHS.
100 years ago today, a large crowd of Binghamtonians greeted the new year with celebrating and noise on New Year's Eve when the big clock in the courthouse dome rang out the hour of midnight. Billy Sunday arrived in Binghamton this afternoon over the Lackawanna Railroad for the big evangelistic campaign, which opens tomorrow. The campaign will run for 7 weeks with meetings held in the new tabernacle at the corner of Washington and Susquehanna Streets. Binghamton's first radio broadcasting station, WKBG, which started operating here 2 weeks ago, will close down now at the end of tonight's broadcast from the Arlington Hotel. And finally, burglars broke into a store on Shenango Street last night, stole a quantity of cigarettes, candy, and gum. This morning, police arrested the robbers, 4 young boys, all under the age of 13. That was the news, January 2nd, 1926.
Oh, those boys, those young boys, they're always in trouble, I guess. Oh, my Lord. Let's see. Roll the tape. Okay, roll the tape. There we go. We rolled the tape, Wandering Australian. And let's see. She is good looking sort of bird. Yeah, she's let's see. Wandering, the more things change, the more things stay the same. Exactly. And Wandering Australia. And Tina's laughing at that as far as Wandering, and then the boys there. Oh my God, what's going on there? What is going on there? We had burglaries, broke into the store to Shenango Street last night. And here's the giveaway. Stole quantities of cigarettes, okay, candy and gum. Doesn't say anything about money. So what's that tell you? We've seen this this MO before. It's kids. They arrested 4 young boys under the age of 13. They freaking. I wonder if these are the same kids that get arrested every time. You know, I'm just wondering about that. It's just that's laughable. That's 100 years ago. 100 years ago that was going on, and it's always funny to. Um, and let's see, Candy gave them away. Exactly, the candy. They go right. They know the streets. That's the big crime wave here in the southern tier of upstate New York. We got kids, and Wandering Australia said, "Here's a quest for you. What's on the corner these days? Is it still the store? Maybe look on Google Maps." Um, I could say there's some corner stores there in Binghamton, New York, just like any city. They have I don't know if it's 100 years, maybe 30, 40 years and stuff. Things change and stuff like that, but they do still remain the same. Well, the crime we have now is a lot more serious and stuff compared to that. That was, that's why we laugh about it 100 years ago. That was pretty bad news there and stuff, or that was some hard criminal crime back in the day. But what else did we have 100 years? A large crowd in Binghamton greets the new year, celebrating the noise. The big clock in the courthouse. The courthouse is still there. The courthouse. If you go Binghamton, New York, courthouse, and it's still there. That's the same original building. Binghamton. Billy Sunday arrived. I guess he's a big over on the Lackawanna Railroad. That was the railroad that rode through this area. A very important mean of transportation. But Billy Sunday, I guess he was a big evangelist. So he had, and then Binghamton's first radio broadcast station, WKBG. I think it's WBNG now, which started operating here 2 weeks ago, will close down at the end of tonight's progress from the Arlington Hotel. So they probably were moving into their studios or something like that. So, but there we have it. 100 years ago with Roger Luther, as far as that goes. And Tony D, salute to you, my friend. Good to have you. And the missus says good morning, hashtag positive start to the day. And good morning to the missus. Thank you very much. Tony's weather coming on the Twitch side. It's 46 degrees Fahrenheit down there in Warner Robins, Georgia. 64 for the high, 46 for the low. Mostly cloudy down there. And Tony's saying hi to Tina. And Tina over there on Twitch Tina's saying good morning to Tony. And Tony. Yeah, Bobby. I don't know if Bobby Shadow's still here. He made a presence here just as I was getting started. I was a little wobbly on the start of my broadcast here. I had some backfeed on the audio and stuff, which is par for course. I'm returning to the show after 2-week layoff, and but Tony's continues saying hi to Wandering Australian, and Wandering Australian saying good day to Tony. And of course, Tony is saying hi over there from Rumble, and Rumble rocks. We currently have 6 people on Rumble. Let's get that up to 10, Rumble. Let's go. Come on, get going. And Tony's saying hi to Liberty on Rumble as well. Rumble rocks, folks. We have 1 person on local, 2 people on YouTube, and 4 people coming in over on the Twitch. And Liberty is returning on the Rumble side, saying hi to Tony, with a couple waves there and stuff. Other things that happened in on this day in history, we had the Daily Mail became the first transatlantic newspaper. It started back in 1944. I look at the Daily Mail is okay. It's a little bit of a rag, but I look at it. It's not that bad of a newspaper. And let's see, Billy Graham was inspired by Billy Sunday, the event. Oh, I did not know that. Oh, that's interesting. I just watched a segment on Graham. Okay. Doesn't his son look so much like his father? It's just, you see the pictures, even of, it's just so amazing and stuff like that. Billy Graham, a great American. And he has some very good works and stuff. He's very inspiring. And, I did not know that Billy Sunday. Yeah, I figure Billy Sunday must have been a big influence back in the day. So, and he's before Billy Graham, and Billy Graham is like I look at him as like he's another grandfather. He's a very good gentleman. I love his son, very inspirational. Let's see. In 1964, Pope Paul the Sixth met the Greek Orthodox leaders the first time since 1439 the two sides had talks. This is back in 1964. Yeah, I think it was about time, since the last time they talked was in 1439. Oh my God. In 1969, Creedence Clearwater Revival released a second album, Boya Country, featuring the single Good Golly, Miss Molly, and Proud Mary. Proud Mary, good one. Let's see, in 1975, The Wiz, remember that? Opened at the Majestic Theater in New York City, the musical adaptation of The Wizard of Oz by Charles Smalls that ran for 1,672 performances, won a Tony Award in Best Musical. Of course, they have that other Wizard of Oz. It was a movie. There's a second movie out, I think. NBC keeps on promoting it as far as that goes. Let's see, on the AP side, and we're coming up on an hour. We're gonna do our break. We're gonna stick to the schedule here as far as that goes. Let's see. On this day, continuing January 5th, 1933, construction began on the Golden Gate Bridge. The bridge was completed 4 years later on May of 1937. Here's one for you, wandering Australian. In 1896, oh no, that's not an Australian, that's an Austrian. I'm sorry. There's two. That's a big difference. Australian, two different nationalities. But in 1896, an Austrian newspaper reported the discovery by a German physicist of a new type of radiation that came to be called X-rays. No, I think the Australians, they're more towards the German side, where Australians are more towards the English side and stuff like that. So, let's see. In 1957, President Dwight D. Eisenhower proposed, let me get that out of there, proposed assistance to countries to help them resist communists in what became known as the Eisenhower Doctrine. Of course, we have the Monroe Doctrine went in full effect this past Sunday, I guess it was, when I woke up. I'm like, what? They went into Venezuela? And I think all in all, not to get too political and involved in this, because I save that for conversation on my broadcast of Hello America. Check out Hello America, and I talk about what happened, because I was when I was just starting the broadcast Saturday morning, that was breaking news Saturday morning. Or was it Saturday morning. Yeah, it was Saturday morning. And so I was talking about that and some other things and stuff like that. But I think it's going to be better for the Venezuelan people. There's protests out. It's surprising. Those are all paid protesters. If you see that here in the United States, they get that quickly with the signs and stuff. That's a paid protest down in New York City and stuff like that. I think for the most part, from what I've seen on the social media feeds, Venezuelan people, they're glad this guy is out. Okay, and there's a lot of Venezuelan people that came here to this country because of this dirtbag. And you can't say he's not a dirtbag, because there's been a $50 million bounty on his head since was it President Biden and the Harris administration placed on his head. So we have not recognized. The guy said he got voted in, and he actually 70% of the vote went to the other person who should be the legitimate president. Oh, well, here's one for Australia. I got one for you, wandering Australian. In 2022, Australian denied entry to tennis star Novak Djokovic. I guess that's the Yugoslavian there guy, or Serbian, who was seeking to play in the 10th Australian Open, which is a big deal in tennis. The 10th Australian Open title later that month. Authorities canceled his visa upon his arrival in Melbourne because he failed to meet the requirement for exemption to the COVID-19 vaccine rules. Oh, that's right. He didn't get vaccinated, so he was and Wandering Australia says, yes, that was big news here at the time. Yeah, I remember that. That was over here too, because he was like the number one tennis player. But that COVID, it just, the mass, I don't know. I mean, we look back on that and it just, I don't know. It's still around, Tony gives us updates on that and stuff like that. But it's I think it was taken to extremes, but it killed a lot of people. You know, there's no doubt in that. It did kill a lot of people when it first started and stuff like that. When it was exported out of China, as the story goes, supposedly. So ruined a lot of people's lives. That's for sure. Yes, it did. It did for sure. Liberty. We're still recovering from that, I think, in the manner of speaking. And I think it's made people more aware of what's going on and what their governments are doing and stuff like that. So I know when I was working during that time, and where I was working, we had like next to nobody in a company that, you know, you normally would have 2,000 plus people working. They were all working from home. We had certain projects and programs that I had to be there. I had to be there at work and stuff like that to make sure things took place and stuff. But I remember that it was like walking the halls at the day job is like, where the hell is everybody? I mean, when it first started, it got scary, but then you got used to it, you know, after months and stuff like that. Wandering Australia says, I find it hard to remember a lot of stuff during that time and even before. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, because we had a scare. We had the chicken flu or something like that, the bird flu of some sort. That was before COVID, and then we had COVID. The no traffic was amazing, though. Oh, you had no traffic? Really? Jeez. What was funny during COVID, the people that were alone in their car, they would be wearing the mask. It's like, really? I got sucked into the mask thing. I still have my mask. I'll have to show that. I have actually a COVID self-testing kit too. I never used it. I had it just in case. And Wandering Australia, yeah, that was funny. Yeah, wasn't that funny? You see somebody driving, you look over. I don't have a mask on. I look over. This person has a mask on. It's like, you're in the car by yourself, dude. What the frick? Oh, that's unreal. All right, so there's our history, folks, and we're. I think I'm out of coffee here. Good first hour. Good first hour. We started early, and just before we're 5 minutes before 7, the top of the hour, and this is continuing doing the live stream. It's good to be back, folks. It does. It feels really good to be back, and. Wandering Australia says it'll be bedtime for me, mate. Have a good stream and bring on. Yeah, thank you for stopping in and being in the chat there, Wandering Australia. Greatly appreciate it over on the Twitch side. You are always welcome here, my friend. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you. You have a good sleep. It is getting late over there, and you have a good one. And let's see. Liberty says, what about people who made a slit in the mask to eat through it? Yeah, wasn't that funny? That was so funny. All you do is pull it out and then eat if you wanted to. It's just like, I don't know. There was some funny stuff there and stuff like that and stuff. And Tina says, yes, very good. And Wandering Australian says, have a good night, Tina, as far as that goes. And Tina says good night to Wandering Australia. So it's always good to get our Australian friend here, Wandering Australia. We have a couple other friends here in Australia that pop in every now and then and stuff. Of course, they're like 12, 13 hours ahead of us and stuff like that. And even Liberty on Rumble is saying, good night, Wandering Australian. Rest well, be safe. Yeah, be safe, our friend in Australia. Australian people are I always have good memories of working with the Australians when I was in the service at Wallace Air Station. They were funny. They could party, man. We had a few drinks with a couple of those blokes at the Albatross Inn, and man, it was funny. That was the place we used to go to off the site there, at the radar site at Wallace Air Station. That was located on the main island in the Philippines of Luzon. It was up on the northwest side of the China Sea side of Luzon, the main Philippine. And let's see, Australians have yeah, they do. Matter of fact, before I went to bed last night, I hit the channel by mistake, and what was the movie that was on? Crocodile Dundee. He's wandering the streets of New York and stuff. I watched it for about 5 minutes. It's like, oh, so sort of ironic there. But yeah, the Australians, yeah, I knew what you meant there, Tina. Australians, great people, great people. Tina's laughing. Okay, all right, Tina. I know you got you. I guess you're gonna. It's coming up to the top of the hour, so I know you got to leave, and I'm gonna take a break here. I got to get a refresh on my coffee. And we're breaking with currently 3 people on Rumble, 1 person on Local, 1 person on YouTube, and 6 people on Twitch. Okay, Tina, thanks. We'll see you later. Say hi to Hal for us. Tina goes over to watch Hal, and Tina says bye and much love. Yeah, okay, Tina. And folks, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go get refresh my coffee, and we come back. We can go through the news. The news pages here that I'm not affiliated with. Okay, I'm not going to say each. Well, I might say each one, but and there's a snowman. Love the snowman. Second favorite. My second favorite emoji here on Liberty after the flag, even though I don't like the cold. And Liberty says, "Be safe, Tina. Take care with the snowman." Yeah. We still got some snow out there. I don't think you were here in the beginning when I said this, Liberty. The what is it? For the last couple weeks, we've had a dusting. You know that very light snow that you can't really shovel. You got to use a broom to whisk. Well, I've been for the last couple weeks. I've been using the leaf blower. I have fun. The missus says I have more fun. She said it looks like I'm just having a ball out there. I do. It's just like I'm blowing the snow away. It takes, I walked the sidewalk in like 2 minutes. All that snow is gone. With that light coat, because if you don't brush that snow away, it sits there and it builds up and it creates ice and stuff like that. And let's see, Mr. M. Oh, you're better. Oh, okay. The Mister's head, Mr. LL. Yeah, I did. And oddly enough, when I went to get the penny saver yesterday, I was talking to this gentleman that I know during my emergency services days of volunteering as a firefighter. He was on the ambulance for fire department across the Susquehanna here within Tioga County, but he was up having his coffee and was talking with him, and he was saying that he does the same thing. He does the same thing as far as that goes. And okay, let's see. We're going to go ahead and take a break here for about a few minutes. I got to go refresh my coffee, and you all just sit tight, and we will be right back. And we'll continue with the second half of the broadcast here. So just chill out and relax, and we'll be right back, folks. And we'll go to Bubblegum Ballgame. we had an open mic. Oh, wow. Okay. You probably heard me talking to the missus there over the music. We are back. We are back here on the Monday morning coffee. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble, using Rumble Studios, broadcasting into Rumble, Locals, YouTube, and Twitch. And we appreciate the viewers there, and we appreciate the people that have been in the chat for the first hour here. And I do have my second cup of coffee. And one of the things I was on the break in the coffee, the missus tells me she's out in the living room watching the news that Pittsburgh won last night. As I went to bed, I guess I was sleeping through the third quarter, but they looked like they were behind. And I said, "Oh, okay, they'd lost." But wake up this morning, she's telling me, and then that made me think I didn't do the morning sports. So let's get to the morning sports here. Coffee's good. So do appreciate the views. And those people that are watching on the replay, if you're watching this far, thank you very much on the replay. But on the sports there, we're just going to go back to this weekend. I'm not going to go. Let's see. For NBA action, there's only 3 teams I really follow. That's the Knicks, the Nets from Brooklyn, and my favorite team are the Boston Celtics. So this Saturday, it looks like the Knicks lost to the 76ers, 130-119. And then the Celtics beat the Clippers, 146-115. Ooh, go Celtics. That was Saturday. The Celtics, I love the Celtics. The Celtics are my favorite basketball team. But I do like the Knicks and the Nets. The Nets, they played Sunday. They won against the Nuggets, 127-115. And did any of those other teams play? No. Let's see. Tonight, the Knicks will be playing the Pistons, the Celtics, and the Bulls tonight at 7:30. Knicks and Pistons at 7, and 7:30 Bulls and Celtics. And the Nets aren't playing until when? Tomorrow? No, nobody's playing tomorrow. Wednesday night. We'll talk about it Wednesday. Okay. And NHL. And why do I follow NHL? I don't know. Just for the kick. Just for the. Let's see. The Buffalo Sabres. They lost to the Blue Jackets 5-1 on Saturday. And let's see, the Islanders and Rangers, did they play? Islanders, they beat the Maple Leafs Saturday in overtime, 4-3. And now the Bruins, I've seen the Bruins play up in Boston. So the Bruins, they beat the Canucks there Saturday, 3-2. I'll mention them. Sunday, let's see, who played? None of those teams played? Nope, none of those teams played. And today, it looks like the Rangers will be playing Mammoth tonight at 7 p.m. Now, in NFL action, the last week 18, let's see, Panthers, the Bucks beat the Panthers on Saturdays, 16-14. I watched a little bit of that game. Bucks looked pretty good. In a disappointment, the 49ers lost to the Seahawks. I picked the 49ers. The Seahawks won 13-3, so good to them. Sam Donald's good quarterback. Houston, they won over the Colts 38-30. Browns beat the Bengals in Cincinnati 20-18. That's a big win right there. Saints lost to the Falcons 19-17. Vikings beat the Packers 16-3. Jaguars 41-7 beat the Titans. Giants beat the Cowboys yesterday, 34-17. Rams beat the Cardinals, 37-20. Chiefs lost to the Raiders. Oh wow. Commanders beat the Eagles, 24-7. They must have had their second squad in. Dolphins lost to the Patriots, 38-10. Lions beat the Bears. Wow, that's a big upset there. The Bears are in the thing. Chargers lost to the Broncos. Bills and Jets. Jets didn't have a chance. The Bills won against the Jets 35-8. And next Saturday, they will be facing up against the Jacksonville Jaguars for the wild card weekend. And then last night, the big upset. Steelers beat the Ravens 26-24. Let's see, what was the score there? Yeah, gotta love the Bills there. That was a great win yesterday, Liberty. Yes, a great win. That was a good last game in the stadium there, as far as that goes. A lot of history in that stadium. A lot of history. So, but the Bills go down to Jacksonville to play the the Jaguars, and hopefully they Jaguars they're coming to their own. That's not going to be they're not the Jets. Let's just say that they're not the Jets. So Josh Allen, he took one snap, and then Trubisky, he did a great job. They just romped on the Jets. The Jets are just, I don't know. I have no rhyme or reason about the Jets as far as that goes. Let's see. Let's see. I guess they kicked it up. Yeah, when I went to bed, it was. They got 13 points in the fourth quarter, so 26-24. So Aaron Rodgers is going to the playoffs. That's freaking tremendous. Tremendous as far as that goes. And Liberty says they should have ripped down the goal point. That's always, somebody can always get hurt doing that though, Liberty. Yeah, they do that in college. I don't know. They look like I don't know. They just I don't know. That was a good win for the Bills there, as far as, even though, who were the Jets this year? The Jets were really nobody as far as that goes. My hat's off to the Buffalo Bills. I wish them well as far as playing. Let's see, for the weekend, other game. Let's see, in the wild card weekend next Saturday and Sunday. That's because next weekend is wild card weekend. Let's see, the Rams will be playing against the Panthers 4:30 on Saturday. Bills, or the Packers and Bears. Oh wow, they're okay, because one won the division, and I guess the other one has a wild card. So that's going to be that's Saturday at 8:00, and then the NFL wild card round on Sunday. The Bills and Jaguars will be at 1:00 Sunday, and then 4:30 will be the 49ers and Eagles. I think the Eagles will win that game. Chargers Sunday evening at 8:00. Chargers and Patriots. That'd be good. The Chargers beat the Patriots. I like to see that. And then next Monday night, the Texans and Steelers. Oh, can the Steelers beat the Texans? Texans got a good defense. They've got a good defense. So that's the wild card for next week. So getting into the playoffs, and that's good. The other football that I follow, and I hadn't really been following because there was a game yesterday against Chelsea, Manchester City Football Club. I am a fan of Manchester City Football Club, and they tied yesterday Chelsea, and that doesn't help them in the standings, because now you only get so many points. You only get 1 or 2 points. You get 3 points if you win. I think you get 1 point if you tie, and you get no points if you don't if you lose. But Chelsea or Manchester City is in second place in the Premier League, behind Arsenal by 6 points now. That's a big gap there. But they're going to be playing Brighton in the Premier League Wednesday at 2:30. So I got to put that on the calendar to watch that, because I missed the game yesterday. Of course, I was broadcasting yesterday. And then in the FA Cup, the third round, Manchester on next Saturday at 10 a.m. will be playing Exeter City. So what's the FA Cup? If they're in the third round, that's not the European Cup? Is that a different third round? So I don't know. That's a different league for some championship. But the Premier League, good bunch of blokes, guys, individuals that play soccer there in the Premier League, and I watch the Premier League. I like watching Manchester City. So there's our sports. I got to remember about the sports. I always forget about the sports. I got to thank the missus for getting the sports there. Okay, let's see what's on Fox 40. We'll be presenting the web pages here. Again, I have no affiliation. Let's see. We're going to be going to Fox 40 News, their webpage, WEBO or WEBO, the local radio station here. In Owego, we're going to go to another radio station, WNBF. Look at their webpage, Channel 12 News. Oh, they had a fire. Okay. That's the local CBS affiliate in Johnson City. WAAL, The Whale, 99.1. That's the same as WENY. And let's see, Channel 34 out of Binghamton. WENY out of Elmira. It's the ABC affiliate, and channel 18 in the Elmira, My Twin Tiers. You're looking at their webpage. Penny Saver. Oh, there's something. Oh, Wego's gazebo shines on. I gotta show you a picture of the gazebo here in Owego. It's right next to the fireman statue. Then we have another radio station we check out, WKGB 92.5. Doesn't look like there's anything there. Oh, they have Rock Matters on January 3rd. We might look at that. Then we look at two web pages. Country 106.5 up there in Buffalo, WYRK, as far as that goes. And the other one is Power 93.7, WBLK, to look at some news here, either for the Buffalo Bills or the New York State. And then I also look at WGR 550. I have no affiliation with these. I'm just a consumer of their web pages, and we also look at 1440. We'll look at that one. And just to give you an idea what's going on here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York. So over on Fox 40, I have no affiliation on this. Let's see. What do we got? Gas prices. Let's look at our local gas prices here at the start of the year, and they actually here in Tioga County, they're under $3 a gallon. So that's a good sign that the economy here in the United States is getting better, especially in my neck of the woods of upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York. And let's go ahead and check out the gas prices and see what they are reporting on. So let's get this started here.
Now it's time for our Fox 40 Weekly Gas Price Checker, brought to you by Mary Q. The current average price for a gallon of regular unleaded gas in Binghamton is at $3.04, according to AAA. That's 6 cents less than what we were paying this time last year. However, it is 2 cents higher than the statewide average of $3.03. Both prices are still well above the nationwide average of $2.81.
Okay, our gas prices here in Tioga County, we're just a little bit above the national average. I've heard of some places below, they're at $2.75 in some places. But here, we don't want that. Bring up the camera, Rich. There we go. Our national, our gas, I can gas up. It's under $3. It's at $2.95. So we're under $3 a gallon. I'd like to see that get down to $2.50 here in the southern tier, but our national average. So gas prices are going on the downswing, which is a good thing. That's a good thing as far as that goes. And we do. It's a better economy to have lower gas prices because you get products that go to market better and stuff like that. So let's see. That's gas prices January 4th. We already did that one. Let's see. What else do we have? Anything else on Fox 40? Speedy Fest at the Festival of Lights. No, we don't need that. Let's see. Liberty says gas at the reservation is around $2.60. Okay. Yeah, the reservation, I can imagine that's low. Yeah, that's so yeah, they have a couple of Indian reservations right around the Binghamton or the Buffalo Niagara area and stuff like that. Captain Rehab, good morning. The missus says good morning. Happy New Year to you, Captain Rehab, coming in from Philadelphia. Hope all is well. We just got done with the sports. I guess the big thing on the sports, Pittsburgh Steelers won last night. But even bigger is the Buffalo Bills are going to be playing the Jaguars next weekend. So we're going to say, and Captain Rehab saying good morning to the missus also. So glad to have you here. Hope all is well with you and good to see you over on the Twitch side there. Greatly appreciate it, you being here. Let's see. What else we got on Fox 40? I'm not seeing anything else on the Fox 40 as far as that goes. And so let's go to WEBO. What do we have? Nothing on WEBO, WNBF. Let's see, Captain Rehab. Yeah, I heard you were champion of Belt Kings. That's good. Good to hear. Congratulations. And Liberty says, me and the missus will be bringing out the good snacks for the... Yeah, there we go. The good snacks. We got to get the good snacks, Liberty says. The good snacks for next weekend's game. But congratulations to Captain Rehab. He in Belt Kings Fantasy Football, he was number one. I heard that. Of course, there was no show yesterday. I guess Tony had a show Saturday night late, and I watched. Me and the missus watched this Netflix movie, Men. Was it Men at Wrath? Men of Wrath. Man of Wrath. God, who's in that movie? Let me see. That was a good movie too. Men of Wrath. Yeah, with Jason Arnen, I think it was. Is that what it was? No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. It was Men. Is Jason Arnold? Let me see. Let me see if that's the guy. Let's see. Is it Jason Arnold? It's an English. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Let me do this again here real quick. Jason Arnold. No, that's not it. That's not it. What the hell is that? Man of Wrath. Maybe it's Man of Wrath, not Men. Man of Wrath. Yes. Oh, Wrath of Man. Wrath of Man. That's what it is. It's Man of Wrath, and that's with Jason Jason Statham. Is that who I want? Jason Statham. Let me see. Yeah, Jason Statham. Which was a good movie. He stars as H, a mysterious new security guard with precision skills. The ensemble cast features a good cast of people. So it was a good movie. Mysterious and wide-eyed, a new security guard for a cash truck surprises his co-workers when he unleashes precise skills during a heist. The crew is left wondering, who is this guy, where he came from, and soon the marksman ultimate motivation becomes clear as he takes dramatic and steps to settle a score, and the score is his son is killed. So it's a very good movie. Very intense with Jason Statham. We watched that Saturday. So after that, I was, I guess it was an hour after that. That's when Tony came on for Belt Kings. And what's this? I'm thinking of making a career change. Okay. Always good. Making a career change, different job. That's always good. I've had a couple of those. When I got out of the Air Force, I had to do a career change. Completely opposite. I was a firefighter, and then I go work for IBM. I didn't know squat, and they trained me how to do all sorts of things in the electronical field of circuit boards, computer boards, and all these network boards and stuff like that. And let's see. Liberty says Jason said, especially in the Bee. I haven't seen the Beekeeper yet. I gotta watch. I gotta look at that one. Liberty, yeah, but that this movie that I just talked about, Wrath of Man, if you haven't seen it yet, check it out. It's pretty intense. I like Jason Statham's. All his movies I think are really good movies and stuff. Plays the tough guy. He's the guy you want in his thing. and stuff. And let's see, Captain Rhea, I'm thinking of moving to Minnesota and opening a. Oh, okay. Yeah, I talked about that. I talked about that subject in Hello America, the broadcast I had on Saturday. You can check it out on Rumble there. It's a Rumble only broadcast that I did Saturday. That's how I came back after 2 weeks. I broadcast Saturday, and I talked about that subject matter, Captain Rehab. So you might find it interesting as far as that goes. We don't get into the political, in depth in the political, but on that channel I do. I don't speak very highly of the clown of a governor they have out there. That's as far as I'm going to go on that stuff. Okay, let's see. So that what else do we have? We WENY. Anything on there? Nothing on WNBF. Nothing on WNB. Channel 12. Let's go to WBNG. They have a fire they had here on the 2nd, which was last Friday. Let's go ahead and see what this is all about. More than 70 firefighters respond to a New Year's Day fire in Stanford. Yep, I guess they call him that. My biggest beef with that individual, Captain Rehab, and I can say it in 2 words: stolen valor. Okay? You take the stuff that individual is doing right now. For me, the guy, I don't know how the guy got elected. Stolen valor. I'm a veteran. Veterans know what stolen valor is, and that individual demonstrated that when he was. I still wonder. I'm still scratching my head. Why did Kamala get him to appeal to us white men? Are you serious? He's a joke. He is a joke. Okay, let's see. Let's see the fire we had on. Let's see what this is about here on CBS. Okay, there it is. Let's bring it up. There it is. Okay, let's go to it. And oh no, there we go. Too many buttons. Okay, let's go ahead and bring this up.
In Delaware County, where nearly a dozen nearby agencies responded to a fire in the frigid cold in the town of Stamford on Thursday. The call for the fire came in shortly before 1 p.m. at a building on State Route 10 in the town. At the blaze's peak, more than 10 agencies were on the scene with 75 firefighters involved in fighting the flames. Stamford Fire says the weather complicated the response, with some of their gear even freezing over. Investigation found that the fire was accidental. It was a long fight combating the flames. Stamford says that their units weren't back in operation until after 8 p.m. that night. No injuries have been disclosed at this point, and the investigation into the fire is.
Okay, so you can see it very cold. Other than a wildland fire, fighting in the cold, like these guys are all dressed up and bunkered out with their Scott Air packs and all that. That is that's, oh, we don't want that. No, we want this. That is one of the worst. That's one of the most taxing fires because you're trying to stay warm and stuff like that, and it doesn't happen as far as that goes. So it's not good to have a fire after, right at the beginning of a new year as far as that goes. Okay, so that's out there in Stamford, just outside Binghamton. 70 firefighters responded to it, and let's see. Liberty says, "Wow, was that a house?" Yeah, it was a house. That's a accidental fire, as far as that goes. And let's see. Yeah, 10 other fire agencies responded for a total of 70. It came around 12:40 p.m. local, and approximately 75 firefighters worked to combat the flames. The extreme cold made it difficult. It's always going to make it difficult. The cause of the fire is under investigation, but for the most part, it's been deemed as accidental. The Stamford Fire Department thanks all neighboring departments for the help on scene, as well as the Walton Fire Department for covering their calls. And so that's always cold is not good. It's not good. It hampers the response, and as far as that goes. Let's see what else we got. There's not that much in here. Not much on the news, which is good because no news is good news as far as. Let's see, is this another house fire?
One family.
We have another house fire. Van Etten family looking to rebuild after devastating house fire. Let's go ahead and see what this one's about here. So this is another house fire here.
Family in Van Etten is looking to rebuild after a heartbreaking fire took their home, belongings, and animals. 12 News' Daniel Curran spoke with the homeowners on the devastation and the road ahead.
It had been a typical New Year's Day for twin sisters Alexis and Phoebe Delmage Brody of Van Etten. Alexis celebrating the holiday with her family and Phoebe at work. But around 3:30 Thursday afternoon, they received a notification that would change their life.
I had a Ring camera up front, and what happened was that when I heard the call of it, I was like, oh my God, I gotta get over to my house. I didn't care at that moment. I grabbed my jacket, yelled to my boss. I was like, I gotta go. My house might be on fire.
The twins raced home to find their Murray Street residence engulfed in flames. The fire left them without their home, belongings, and most tragically, several pets.
My entire room was lost. Everything basically had a lot of smoke damage. The living room's a disaster. We lost a lot of our animals, 4 cats, 2 guinea pigs, 2 parakeets, a bunch of adult axolotls. So were my sisters.
In the aftermath of the fire, the two are now left to pick up the pieces of the place they called home for a year and a half. Friday was the start of their rebuilding process.
We're definitely gonna try to rebuild the house. We have yes, a lot of it's destroyed, but we're probably gonna try to demolish the whole house. Either demolish the whole house itself and then rebuild it back up.
The two are in need of help from their community to replace many of the items lost and recover from this devastating experience.
Clothing, we're trying to be able to find a place to also live, which we have other people offering us areas, which is good. Mostly clothing. Well, all my clothes basically got burnt.
A link to the GoFundMe supporting the family can be found on our website, WBNG.com.
Okay, so that's right there. The picture's 1,000 words. It's
Lost items placed many of the
as far as the fire there. You can see
place many.
This picture right here tells it all on the inside. That is a hot fire, folks. That is a hot fire. I've been in fires with that type of damage and stuff. It's not you got flames. They're just licking at the top of the ceiling and stuff like that. And that's a pretty bad fire right there. So the animals, and God bless them and stuff, and the loss of their animals and stuff. It's heart-wrenching as far as that goes. The cause, I'm not sure. Let me check here real quick. Let me check. Let's see. I think in the verbiage aftermath, I think this is another one that it's under investigation. My fact is, it looks like from just the pictures that it started. It's an older structure. It could be the electrical. They could have left something on. They didn't really say what the cause was. So if there's a follow-up, we'll follow up. The living room is a disaster, and we lost a lot. It looks like a lot of damage in the living room. So it could be maybe they had a space heater on. As far as that goes, the place was locked up, so the animals couldn't get out. So they probably were overcome by smoke inhalation, as far as that goes, and such. So that's not a good start as far as having a fire there and stuff like that. So usually these articles, they just say it's still under investigation, but they were both away and something happened. It was either maybe their furnace caught. It could be either electrical or something like that. That's a fast-moving fire right there, as far as that goes. So, but they'll be investigated, and I'm sure they'll find a cause, and hopefully we'll get a follow-up there. There's a tragedy about the animals. Captain Rehab, that particular subject matter, I also addressed that in that particular event that took place Saturday morning, just before I addressed that in Hello America. So you can go to Hello America and you can see. I talked about that there. So pretty extensively because it was breaking news as I was going on the air Saturday morning concerning the events there. So I'm not going to get into any. Liberty says, I work with someone whose house caught fire because of the dryer vent being clogged, cleaning out those vents. Yes, definitely. Yeah. It looked like the majority of the fire burns was right there in the living room, even though it ventured up into the second floor, it looked like. But the most of the damage, it could have been something electrical that looked like an old structure and the heating. So it probably, they'll figure it out. I think the majority of the time during the wintertime, it's something heated related or something like that. So, okay, so that's on, that was up at, where's Van Etten? Van Etten is not Tioga, right? That's
that's Chemung. So you got
Chemung County.
Spencer, then Van Etten.
Okay, it's toward, Van Etten is towards the north. It's up towards Ithaca, isn't it? Ithaca way?
Well, yeah, Spencer's closer to Ithaca.
Yeah, okay.
It's just to
Yeah, this is
to
just
the west
over
of
the,
Ithaca.
yeah, just
Or
west of Ithaca,
not Ithaca,
yeah,
Spencer.
or Spencer, yeah. Spencer's in Tioga
It's
County,
on the
but
other side of
you got
Spencer
Spencer in
County.
Tioga County, but you go across the line from Spencer, you go to Van Etten. It's right there, heading the northern part of the county and stuff like that. Okay, so let's check any more news on.
Tonight marks.
Well, we're talking about the Buffalo Bills, so here's an article about the Southern Tier Bill fans say goodbye to Highmark Stadium. That's the name of the stadium after 50 years. So let's go ahead and bring this up. This is significant as far as how did you enjoy that game yesterday? That was a good game, right?
Yeah,
You
I
wa-
like seeing the Bills do good.
Before the game started, the missus goes, so what'd you say you wanted
I want a blowout.
She wanted a blowout, and I guess she got a blowout of the Buffalo Bills game and stuff. Let's go ahead and listen to this one.
Marks the end of an era for the Buffalo Bills. After more than 50 years, the team is playing its final game ever at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. While the stadium sits just outside Buffalo, its impact reaches far beyond Western New York, including right here in the Southern Tier. I went to a local Bills watch party in Johnson City to hear from fans who say this stadium helped shape who they are as fans. For more than 5 decades, Highmark Stadium has been the home of the Buffalo Bills, a place known for snow, noise, and some of the most passionate fans in the NFL. And even hundreds of miles away, Bills Mafia showed up for one last goodbye. At Factory by Beer Tree Brew, fans routinely pack in for a watch party, something the brewery hosts for every Bills game.
Oh my God, they mean everything to us. We just support them so much, and we love Josh, what he's doing for the city and for the people.
Leanne and Dwight Adolph are lifelong Bills fans from Endicott. They've made memories inside Highmark Stadium, not just at games, but concerts too.
We've been to the concerts there. We've been to the Bills games. We've had so much fun in Buffalo and there. Yeah, we're gonna miss it.
If we weren't so old, we'd be there shoveling for tickets.
The stadium opened back in 1973 and has been through multiple name changes, but fans say what matters most never changed.
We went to a game on January 2nd, I believe, right after New Year's. It was a great game. The Bills beat the Chiefs. It was fun.
Even for fans who never made it to Orchard Park, the stadium still means something.
Oh my gosh. The Bills Mafia is literally one of the craziest groups of football fans I've ever been around. And I've seen a lot, but this Beer Tree Bills group, there's nothing like it here.
As the Bills prepare to move into a new stadium next season, fans say the memories made at Highmark will last forever.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Definitely going to make it.
One stadium, 5 decades, and a fan base that stretches far beyond Buffalo.
So there we have it. A very fitting goodbye to Hallmark Stadium. A win for the Buffalo Bills there this yesterday, and the Beer Tree. That's where me and the missus we go there to. They have watch parties up there for every Bills game.
You told me that, didn't you?
I think so. Yeah. So we've been there. The Beer Tree is a good place. They make a good cheeseburger, folks. They make outstanding, the best cheeseburger in the southern tier, in my opinion. You can get right there at the beer tree, and it's some great beers there they brew. So as far as that goes, and let's see, we're doing pretty good on the audio. Yeah, we're doing good on the audio. Okay, I gotta move that up there. That should go up there. Okay, that'll make it a little bit better, louder. Okay, so 50 years of history ending yesterday after the Buffalo Bills beat the New York Jets, as far as that goes. So let's see, what else we have. Okay, that's WBNG. Let's see, WAAL, same articles. Nothing on the music front. Channel 34, as far as and Captain Rehab says hi, Mrs. I guess he can hear you in the. He's always listening to the ambient sound in the background there and stuff like that. Let's see. Is this something that's we got video on? The Harlem Globetrotters. You remember the Harlem Globetrotters? Huh. Yeah, they're still around. They're coming to Binghamton. This is on Channel 34. As far as that goes, Binghamton homepage. Let's go ahead and bring this one up.
One of the world's most famous sports teams is returning to Binghamton as it celebrates a century of entertaining audiences. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour centennial celebration is coming to the Visions Veterans Memorial Arena tomorrow for a special 2 o'clock matinee. The team will show off their elite athleticism as well as their humorous antics in a game against their longtime rival, the Washington Generals. The performance will highlight the evolution of the team over the last century, paying tribute to their fans and celebrating their legacy. The team is also debuting their 100-year jerseys, as well as new surprises such as the Golden Basketball. To purchase tickets, visit harlemglobetrotters.com.
Okay, so the Harlem Globetrotters are coming to Binghamton. They make the rounds through here as far as that goes. And as far as that goes, and I used to watch, they used to be on TV back in the day with their antics. Captain Rehab said, Rich, whatever happened to the Wii boxing fight? Well, I had to reset up the Wii with my I was playing around with this the 2 weeks I was off. This is the video capture card, and I've got that down. We're going to go back to that. I haven't forgot that. We still do the boxing thing, right? We might do the bowling instead of the boxing.
I don't know.
We get Friday night. It's sort of a kickback. You know, when it gets past 7 o'clock, Captain Rehab, you got to understand we're a lot older, so it's like. But that's still on the schedule. It's
the wife. That's what happened.
Oh, it's the missus. She goes to bed early and stuff like that.
No, that's not it. I don't work at 7 o'clock.
No, we can do that.
It's the wife doesn't. Yeah.
Oh, she's not really as interested in doing the live streaming as I am, Captain Rehab. But that's still I still have that. I'm not. I haven't folded. That's still on the table. Okay, I haven't put it in the drawer. It's still on the table and stuff.
Still on the table.
I was playing around with the Wii. I haven't been doing too much with the capture card, but I think I was playing around with this because I'm supposed to be getting an item in that I can use this, but I can also bring it in via the home network. As far as another electronic device, I should say, I haven't received that yet. It was my Christmas present, but I guess I'm at the tail end of the delivery thing. But I was playing around with this the last week or so, and I've gotten this down to where I understand it a little bit better. And no, we don't now. She just said, no, disregard the 7 o'clock. No, that's just a figure of speech. We usually go to bed about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock or something like that. You know, just, I don't think I've gone to bed because we take naps. So, but when it comes to the evening time, we just like to go, you know, and I'm going to try and do a little bit better as far as broadcasting some gaming here this week, starting at about 6:30, 7 o'clock. As far as that goes, I need to do some gaming and stuff like that. So, but that's still on the table. It hasn't gone off the table. So it's just a matter of getting it, getting it where, I remember doing the bowling. We had fun doing the bowling and stuff like that. Liberty says, have a good day, everyone. Be safe and stay. Okay, Liberty, thank you for being here. Greatly appreciate you and family. Have a great one up there in the Niagara, Buffalo area. You stay safe, stay warm. Well, it's supposed to get a heat wave here the next 3 days, so we could be up in the 40s supposedly. So have a great one. Appreciate it. Let's see, what else is on channel? Let's see, channel 34. What do we have for news over there? Let's see how much time we got. Oh, we're at 2 hours, so let's see what we have if we don't have anything really pertinent. A bluefin tuna sells for $3.2 million at year opening. Holy crap! That's over. That's got to be from Japan. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. WENY out in Elmira. Anything out there? Let's see. We got something here. Do we have something here? No, there's nothing there. Let's check. No, nothing. Not seeing anything. So let's go to channel 18. Anything on channel 18? Nothing there. The Penny Saver. Let's go to the Penny Saver. I didn't see that picture on. This is the Penny Saver right here, folks. But we're going to go to the online version of the Penny Saver. And the Owego Gazebo. Let's bring this up. There's this is on the Penny Saver, and I get this every Sunday for me and the missus. This is a paper. I go up to the local gas station, Stop and Shop. They have them there. It's a free publication that you get, but this is the online version of the Penny Saver, and they have a very nice picture. That's the Owego Gazebo, which is right near. It's at Court Street Bridge, right there by the courthouse, and they've revamped that as far as that goes, and it's a very nice gazebo. And the Owego Kiwanis Club has taken responsibility for the care of the gazebo located at the Court Street Square in Owego. That's right by the courthouse across the Court Street Bridge. The club applies the most recent coat of paint, trim, and brushes, and frequently picks up trash around the gazebo. The group decorated the gazebo for most local, state, and national holidays. Recently, they placed a tree and decorated it with the Christmas season here. Again, this year, the Owego Kiwanis would like to thank Steph Herbera and crew from Echo Pro, located at 434 East in Vestal, New York, for their generosity in lighting the gazebo. So that's the gazebo at the Courthouse Square. It was lit up for the holiday season, and we say thank you to the Kiwanis clubs, for the Owego Kiwanis Club, and that's right behind there. Is the Fireman water fountain, as far as that goes, and it's the gazebo's been. It's a great place to hang out. The Dunkin' Donuts is right across the street there in Owego, so that's on the Owego Penny Saver. I didn't see that picture here in the. I went through this yesterday. I didn't see any. And this is the main reasons why she gets the Penny Savers. You got the coupons. I didn't see that picture here. Of course, in other news, they got basketball is in the blood. I guess there's a Owego Free Academy English teacher who's the varsity basketball coach. It's a good It's an actual real newspaper. You don't see this, and it's free. There's some advertisement in it, but there's some good advertisements. No, I don't see anything. I don't see that picture. Maybe that's in the upcoming. Got the various articles in the newspaper for the local, and just some local. It's a really good newspaper. I don't see that picture though. One article there. Heat your home safely this winter. So it's from the fire department. Sees increase in home fire damage. Winter has arrived in the Northeast. Of course, it's here. But they're saying be safe with your heating of the home. They got puzzles. This crossword puzzle right there and stuff. So it's a weekly publication that. But there's an online version, as you can see, right here. There's the online version right there, as far as that goes, and it's pretty neat. It's over there at AweaglePennySaver.com. I have no affiliation with the Weagle Penny Saver, but give them a plug because they give me a newspaper. I get this every Sunday morning, and like I said, the missus likes getting the coupons, and it has some good articles in it and stuff like that. Okay, so there's the Penny Saver, WKGB. Let's see. They had January 3rd, which is Saturday, was their latest one. Let's see. Let's bring this up. Let's do WKGB. Here we go. WKGB. Do you know who those four guys are? But let's see. This is concerning. They have a feature there. Why January 3rd matters in rock history, and that was this past Saturday was January 3rd. But why did that day matter in rock history? Well, on January 3rd, here are some of the reasons why that day mattered in rock history. In 1970, the Beatles recorded I, Me, Mine. It would be the last song the group would record together. Oh, I did not know that. That was 1970. 1972, 2 weeks of rehearsal for Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon tour began over there in London, England. 2003, The Clash, is Joe Stammer. Clash is a good group. Was cremated. The funeral procession took the remains past West London's Eglin pub, where the band played some of their first gigs. And in 2014, Phil Everly of the Everly Brothers passed away at age 74. And that's what happened on January 3rd in rock history, folks. And that's over there on 92.5 KGB. I listened to this. It's some good rock and roll. No affiliation with them. But that's always an interesting read there, what happened in rock history. Let's see, up in the Buffalo region, 106.5 WYRK, they're talking about the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Sabres will be playing in the Olympics this winter in Italy. The Buffalo Sabres will be playing in the Olympics? The whole team? Really? That's the U.S. hockey team? Let's see, what's the other one? Power 37, nothing there. They talk about Buffalo Bills open up 2026 playoffs with Jacksonville. So, and then the same thing. James Cooks finishes 2025 season as NFL leading rusher, according to WGR 550. No affiliation again. The Buffalo Bills will be traveling to face the Jaguars on Sunday at 1 o'clock for the AFC wildcard round. And I think that's about it, folks, as far as that goes. We're at the 2 hour mark, 2 hour and 10, coming up on the 2 hour 10 minute. And this has been great. We got one in. I'm back in the saddle again, as you could say. And I appreciate being here on the live stream. And we're going to go ahead and exit stage left. I think I'm going to, let's see what, it's still cold out. It's like 27 degrees still. So the wind's not blowing. I may attempt to go out for a walk. The weather for the next 3 days. Let's see. Let's just end with the weather. Gander at the weather real quick here. But this has been fun, despite the fact of the little oopsies there at the beginning of the broadcast with the audio, but that happens. On the 10-day, let's see, what's the 10-day look like? That usually gives me an idea what the next 3 or 4 days are going to be like. So today, high of 31, low of 27. So we're at the low right now. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're going to be 40 degrees. Saturday is going to be 53 degrees. Sunday is going to be 40 degrees. And then we go back into the 30-degree weather. So for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, it's going to be great here. It's going to be great. And hey, there's Judge Judy, or Judge Shady Court. Happy New Year to you. And thank you, Judge. Appreciate it over there on the YouTube. And say replay gang. Yeah, Judge Judy, she's over on YouTube. You folks give her a follow. Check her out over on the YouTube. We're still broadcasting on YouTube, and we appreciate you coming on to the broadcast here. We're just ending the broadcast, Judge, and she's saying hi to Tony. I don't think Tony's there. He's probably back to work, Judge. Tony was here a little bit ago, and she's laughing. I can hear your laugh. You have a great laugh. I mean, I hear your laugh, and it puts a smile on my face. So I appreciate you being here. A happy New Year. I hope you and your family had a great holiday and Merry Christmas and all that. It's always I always love seeing you here. And give at Judge Shady Court. For those folks that are listening on the audio side on Spotify, check out on YouTube at Judge Shady Court, and she's a wonderful lady, and we do appreciate her as far as she. It just puts a smile on your face. Yeah, lots. I could hear you laughing right now. Oh, great to have you here, and I'm back broadcasting. I was off for the last 2 weeks and stuff. And it's good to be back here. Good seeing all the old, familiar faces in the chat as well as that goes. But we have streamlined it a little bit. We're only broadcasting to 4 networks now. We're ending with 5 people on Rumble, 1 person on Locals, 2 people on YouTube. We have 1 person left on the Twitch side. That was up as high as 7, I guess. I've never seen that before. That's pretty good. But I want to say thank you for those folks on the Rumble, Twitch, YouTube, and Locals. And thank you, Judge Shady Court, for being here as we finish off this first morning coffee broadcast of the new year of 2026. And I am Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich over there on X. You can follow. And we're going to end now. And I want to say thank you to Tina, our Jersey girl, for being here. Thank you, Tina, from Jersey. We had Bobby Shadow was here. Bobby Shadow, a longtime friend. I know him from the back in the Blab days. Bobby Shadow is a great guy. He was over on the Twitch side, and we had LL Liberty 101 on the Rumble side. Thank you, Liberty, coming in from the Niagara Buffalo area. And we had the Wandering Australia. We had our good friend from Australia, one of many, I guess, I've had that popped in here. The Wandering Australia from Brisbane, Australia. Thank you, Wandering Australian. He was here. Great, always great to have you, mate. You have a great one. And let's see, we're going down the list here. I think after that was Tony D was here. Tony D, thank you. My brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. Thank you, Tony, for being here. He's coming in from Warner Robins, Georgia. And going down the list, we had, I think after that was Captain Rehab, I believe. Let's see later. Tina, Liberty. Yeah, Captain Rehab coming in from the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Captain Rehab, thank you very much for being here. Greatly appreciate it. And congratulations on being the Goat Kings fantasy football champion for the 2025-26 season. And of course, thank you, Judge Shady Court, for being here also. Greatly appreciate it. Deplorable, where the hell you been? Have a great one. Will you hide? Oh, he comes in at the end. Look at that. Deplorable. He was on my broadcast yesterday with the Lord of the Rings. Thank you. Coming in from Bradford, Pennsylvania. He finishes up the ending here with the flags. Love the flags. Deplorable. Thank you very much, sir. Greatly appreciate it. And he just jacked it up to 7 folks here on the Rumble. Thank you. Rumble rocks. Yes. And great to see you on the Rumble, Deplorable. And you have a great day out there in Bradford. We're supposed to get a warm streak there in the 40s for the next 5 to 6 days there. So I think that's going to be hitting your way also. So have a great one. The best to your family, Deplorable. Thank you for being here. I know you're always around. I know. I appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. You have a great one there, my friend. And again, I am Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich, wishing you all well. It's great to be back here. You all have a great one wherever you may be on this big blue marble. We're going to see if we can get a walk in today, I think, as far as that goes. And I'm going to be looking at broadcasting here as far as for the gaming, maybe later this afternoon and stuff like that. I'm really seriously looking. I got to do some more gaming broadcasting, and we'll be doing that. So you all have a great one wherever you may be. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Have a great one, and enjoy the day. Be safe. Ciao for now.